This is Patrick Starr. Press the free like button if you think that these smart marks need to chill out on the overpraising of Triple H. He's releasing talent just like Vince McMahon, so why the hall pass? P.S. Happy Leaf Erickson Day.
Wow, man. All these years, I've been trying to put over Gunther, right? And this is what he does? I'm like, man, how can you be so ungrateful? How can you have such a short-term memory based off your current success? I'm like, wow, why would you bury Vince McMahon and his old regime and his old style? It's like, man, that's the definition of biting off the hand that fed you. I'm like, bro, Triple H did not make you a IC champion. That was the old regime, you stupid dumbass. You numbnuts, you numbskull. I'm like, wow, he said that the old product was something that he did not enjoy and he did not want to be a part of. But listen, dummy, you were a part of it and you did everything Vince McMahon told you. This guy is a hypocrite and a jerk and just a clown because, listen, Vince McMahon saw something in you. For him to give you, of all people, the IC title within a short time span. I'm like, listen, Vince McMahon, he never does that. He would never give a guy from NXT a IC title that fast. So what are you talking about? You have no proof. You have no evidence that Vince McMahon, his old regime, was bad and you did not want to be a part of it. But you accepted the IC title after beating Ricochet. Okay, fun fact. Triple H is doing no better with Gunther than Vince McMahon was doing. And here's why. There was a point in time where Gunther was going to turn on Kaiser, right? Remember? He was going to turn on Kaiser and Kaiser was going to become a singles guy. Okay, 2 years later, Triple H, he treats Imperium like jobbers. He treats them like henchmen to a point where he kicked out Giovanni out of that group and now his career is up in the air. Nobody knows. Will this guy be released or will he go back to NXT? Nobody knows. So in hindsight, it looks like Kaiser is now back to being a singles guy. So what's the difference? Listen, Imperium, they were jobbers these past 2 years. So what did Triple H do for this group? All they were doing, they was carrying Gunther's bags. They were jobbers. They lost every match. They never won anything. So what's the difference between Triple H Gunther and the Vince McMahon Gunther? At least the Vince McMahon Gunther, he was a war general. He was a no-nonsense type of leader. That's why this dude was abusing Kaiser. Remember? That was the Vince McMahon Gunther. But this current version, it's like, I would argue he's boring. This current version of Gunther, he's boring. What has Triple H done with this guy? Oh, he has 25-minute matches. Okay, so you was having long matches under Vince McMahon. What's the difference? Listen, don't kick a man while he's down. Like, I don't like that. But he said he did not want to be a part of Vince McMahon's old regime, that same regime that made your boring ass an IC champion. Okay, Walter was not going to draw any eyes on the main roster. That's why Vince McMahon changed your name. You idiot. That's why. He felt like your current name will draw better eyes, and he was right. Second, you said you didn't want to be a part of the Vince McMahon regime. Okay, by your same logic, why did you lose weight? Right? Everybody knows Vince McMahon don't like fat men. Okay, you lost weight because of that. That's the only reason this guy lost weight is because he wanted a push on the main roster because he knew Vince McMahon wanted him to lose weight. So, in hindsight, Vince McMahon made your career what it is today. Because now people take you somewhat seriously because you are not a fat guy like you was in NXT UK. So, bro, Vince McMahon made you what you were. All Triple H did was take the wheel that Vince McMahon was already driving. He was driving to the same destination. Triple H just took the damn car keys and just kept on driving to that same destination. At the end of the day, I can't see Vince McMahon letting Sami Zayn beat you. How about we talk about that? I can't imagine Vince McMahon booking Sami Zayn to beat Gunther. I can't imagine Vince McMahon booking Chad Gable to almost beat Gunther. But Triple H did. So how is Triple H any better than what Vince McMahon was doing? Bro, you was undefeated, so your argument makes no sense. Under Vince McMahon, Gunther was undefeated. So what is Triple H doing anything better? He is not. This is like, wow, the markdom is on a high level. This is like mark like shit. Like, how dare you do this? This makes no sense. I don't care how bad you think Vince McMahon is, bro. Your ass have no grounds, right? I can see maybe a Chad Gable saying this, maybe, or a Sami Zayn saying this. I can see that, but not a guy that made you an IC champion under his regime. Okay, how about this logic? I don't think Triple H would have made you an IC champion for this long. So Vince McMahon, he gave you the ball. That's all. He got the ball moving. But let's say Vince McMahon was never booking you. There's no way in hell Triple H would have made this guy an IC champion for this long. This was always the plan. The plan was to give this guy a dominant run on the main roster. That's what Vince McMahon did. He gave you Kaiser. But I heard that Gunther, he wanted Giovanni on the main roster. Okay, that's what Triple H did. He gave you your third member. But what did you do with that third member? What did Triple H do with that third member? They did nothing. They were jobbers and just boring ass henchmen that were there to further a storyline with Gunther's opponent. That's all. They were jobbers. They were bodyguards. They were worser than Usos. Okay, they did nothing these past 2 years besides carry Gunther's bags. Like, in hindsight, I think Gunther was better off having Kaiser as his manager. That's how Vince McMahon was booking Gunther. He used Kaiser as his henchman, as his mouthpiece. That makes sense. Actually, he had a better presentation under Vince McMahon than Triple H. I would never forget, Kaiser was his announcer. Remember? That was a great entrance. When Kaiser was his announcer, that gave you a big fight feel. That was great stuff. Triple H has not done that. He just made him a boring UK guy. That's all. He made him a boring ass UK guy with trunks who does hard chops and who has 25-minute matches. That's better. Like, you're insane. Like, I hate this. Do not kick a man while he's down. Drew Mack has not done it. Roman Reigns has not done it. Cody Rhodes has not done it. Why are you going against Vince McMahon, a guy who made you the IC champion? That's the equivalent of I don't know, Kofi Kingston talking shit about Vince McMahon. That's like Big E talking shit about Vince McMahon. Like, why? I can't see Lashley doing this because those guys, they were successful. This is a smart mark comment. It's crazy. Why do we have so many fake pro wrestlers that are freaking smart marks that are wrestlers? This is like, Gunther, you have no evidence that Vince McMahon regime was bad for you. Let's talk about you though, man. Like, I don't get it. This makes no sense. What was Vince McMahon doing wrong under Gunther? Nothing. But for him to say he did not want to be a part of Vince McMahon's regime, okay, why did you agree to be called up to the main roster? Why did you agree to move away from the goddamn UK to come to the United States? Why? That was a Vince McMahon call. Vince McMahon wanted you full-time here in America because Vince McMahon saw something in you. That's why I'm pissed off, man. You don't do this. Vince McMahon, my God, he gave you the ball. Vince McMahon did not make you a jobber. This is insane in the fucking membrane. Here's why. I was the only one that was trying to put over his name change. People thought Vince McMahon was going to bury him. People thought Vince McMahon was going to release him. Vince McMahon proved them wrong. He gave him a monster push. A dominant push, and he was undefeated. and he beat Ricochet. And he never lost under Vince McMahon, dog. So you defied the odds. I was the only one on the internet that was putting over his new character and new name change. And Vince McMahon gave him a monster fucking push. And this is how he repays him? Just to suck on Triple H's cock. That's crazy to me. Bro, you was better under Vince McMahon. At least you had a better character. Bro, he was a damn war general under Vince McMahon. That means you had a character. Gunther has no character under Triple H. He's a boring work rate guy. Let's just spit it like it is. Let's spit facts. He is a boring UK guy who has 25-minute matches. That's it. Okay, this guy has no catchphrase. He has a boring promo. Vince McMahon was trying to protect you because he knew you can't talk. So he gave you a mouthpiece in Kaiser. That's why Kaiser was barely wrestling, because Vince wanted him to be his manager. To me, that's called better booking. If your ass can't talk, well, Kaiser makes sense to be your mouthpiece. That's what happened. So I don't get it. What has Triple H done better than Vince McMahon in regards to Gunther? Imperium are jobbers. So let's talk about Giovanni. His career might be over, even though he was doing just fine in NXT under Shawn Michaels, under his new gimmick. But Triple H took his ass out and put him on the main roster so he can be a boring ass bodyguard for Gunther. So what had Triple H done better than what Vince McMahon was doing? I need answers, because I hate these comments from Gunther. These comments are just, wow, man, a slap in the face. It's like, bro, who do you think you are? You are not a star, bro. You lost to Sami Zayn. So you're saying that Triple H is better? His current regime is better? How? There's no way Vince will have Sami Zayn book. Man, there's no way Vince will have Sami Zayn beat Gunther in that fashion. No way in hell. So I don't get it. Wow, man, you have a loss under Triple H to Sami Zayn, but under Vince McMahon, he made sure you stayed strong. He made sure you was dominant. Like, what has Triple H done? Nothing, man, besides just drive the car that Vince McMahon was already driving. I don't get it. He said he did not want to be a part of the Vince McMahon regime, even though you were. By that same logic, why did you leave NXT? Right? So what is he talking about? And you can't say he was in character. No, how? He was putting over Triple H, so he was not a character. Right? This was the real him. What did Vince McMahon do to you, bro? Like, I don't get it. He gave you the IC title. Like, I've never heard Ricochet talk shit about Vince McMahon, even though he could have, but he didn't. So why are you talking shit, saying he wasn't a fan of how Vince McMahon was doing shows, even though you agreed to be caught up, you dumbass? And when you were caught up, you was dominant. You proved people wrong, man. I don't get it. Some of the biggest marks on this platform were telling me that Gunther was done. He was finished. Remember Keith Lee? Do you remember the Keith Lee tweet? Oh, poor Walter. He said that under the Vince McMahon regime. Shall we not remember that now? Vince McMahon proved y'all wrong. Who knew? Like, okay, if Vince McMahon never stepped down, where would Gunther be? That's my question. I think Gunther would have been more dominant, because Vince McMahon was trying to book him as a monster foreign heel that had character. This man has no character under Triple H. He's a guy who has 25-minute matches. And he has a serious ass face. That's it. But he's boring. Gunther is boring under Triple H. That's facts. So I don't get it. Like, why would you bury Vince McMahon for no reason when, bro, you are not that impressive under the Triple H regime? Triple H booked you to look bad against small men. You was dominant against big guys and small men under Vince McMahon. So I'm lost. Why are you people gagging on Triple H's cock? I don't get it. Where is his smoke and his heat? Every time somebody gets released, people try to look on the bright side. Now, right? Cameron Grimes, fucking Mahal, etc. People try to look at the bright side when those guys get released. They make excuses for Triple H. But if those guys were cut under Vince, man, my God, all you will see are pitchforks. Say, oh man, why did Vince McMahon do that? That was so wrong. Yeah, but Triple H, he gave Cameron Grimes no chances. So where is his smoke? Where is his heat? Triple H, he is in charge of releasing talent. If he is in charge of signing talent, that means he is in charge of cutting talent. Right? Okay. If I'm wrong, Vince McMahon, he released Bronson Reed. Okay. Triple H, he brings him back. Vince McMahon, he cut Kai. Triple H, he brings her back. Vince McMahon, he cuts Bray Wyatt. Triple H brings him back. Vince McMahon, he cuts Braun Strowman. Triple H brings him back. That's a weird pattern. Let's see. Vince McMahon, he cuts and buries Karrion Kross. Triple H brings back Karrion Kross. Vince McMahon, he buries and cuts the Authors of Pain. Years later, Triple H brings them back. So let's talk about logic. That means Triple H, he is in charge of signing and cutting guys by that same logic. Where is his smoke and his heat for cutting all this talent? So, listen, stop drinking on that Triple H Kool-Aid. Like, please be objective. This is not being objective. This is like so dumb and just so disrespectful. My God, up to the highest level. I don't get it. Vince McMahon had a rep, right? His rep was he always buried all the guys that Triple H used to push down in NXT. But he never buried Gunther. So why would Gunther say this? I'm like, bro, you beat the odds. You defied the odds that people had against you. People thought Gunther would fail based on his name change. People thought this guy was going to be released. Under Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon gave him the IC title because Vince McMahon saw potential. Why? Because Gunther lost weight. Gunther hit the goddamn gym. Vince McMahon liked that. So Vince McMahon gave him a reward. He gave him the IC title because he saw that Gunther put in the work. He did. So why would you bury what Vince McMahon was doing for you? Like, wow. You are part of the problem if you are not on my side. I'm sorry. How can you disagree? That means you are part of the problem if you don't see what I'm seeing. This is uncalled for. I don't care how you feel about Vince McMahon. You don't say this about the guy that put you over in the first place. He gave you that title. Like, wow. That's it. I'm done.